today's adventure of Outerscope II. Bob and Robin listen in. Mr. Careja and his daughter Adele think that Sailor Bill might have been a friend of their ancestors in Mexico. They have invited Willie and Henry to ride to town with them in the truck.
Thanks. We'd love to.
Willie!
Hey, aren't you two guys the ones we saw in the orchard the other day?
Us?
No. It's them, Willie. I know it. It's them.
Yeah, I know, Henry. I think they're following us. We've got to get away from those two.
How did you boys find out about the medallion anyway?
My great-great-grandfather was a sailor. He left a map in a diary in an old trunk.
It tells all about the medallion and the trip to Mexico.
He really was in Mexico, huh?
Yes, sir. That's what the map says.
But how do you know it's all true? Suppose it's just a joke someone's playing.
Well, because of some things my grandmother told me even before I found the diary.
Tia Rosa did say that it was because of the North Americano and his great kindness to us that our family left Mexico and settled in this part of the country. I'm sure Tia Rosa knows more. We'll check with her.
Right. Willie, how long did your grandfather stay in Mexico?
I'm not sure that he left Mexico, but he must have. Or else we wouldn't have the map and the diary.
Where's the diary now?
It's with some friends of ours that we're hoping to connect with later. But let's talk about that some other time.
Willie, up ahead. Look.
Hey, it's a circus.
Oh, let's stop here. I want to see it.
Hey, good idea. Mr. Careja, could you let us out here, please?
Sure thing. We'll talk to Tia Rosa tonight and see what she has to say about the medallion.
Okay, great.
We'll meet you here at the circus tomorrow.
Then we'll be able to talk without worrying about anybody listening.
Bye for now.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Boy, that was a great idea to get us away from those two, Henry.
Huh? Good idea.
You mean you just wanted to stop to see the circus?
Yeah, wouldn't Eleanor, Cynthia, and Edgar love to be here now? Boy, wait till I tell them.
Gee, Henry. Sometimes you act so wise and grown up. I keep forgetting you're just a little kid.
Well, what do we do now?
What do you mean, what do we do now?
Just that. What do we do now? The kids are back there. They still got the map. They're going to some circus. We're headed off down the road. What do we do now?
Do I have to explain everything to you?
Just this once.
All right, okay. Now listen, okay? Now this van, the people are in it, are part of the puzzle.
Right.
So if we stick with them, we're sure to get all the hot clues. Okay?
Maybe, maybe not.
What do you mean, maybe, maybe not? Listen, the thing I'm worried about is the diary and the kids that got that.
Yeah.
Because they might get to the medallion
That's right.
first. Yeah.
Oh, look. That must be the Manhattan skyline.
Wow, look at those buildings. There's the Brooklyn Bridge.
And there's the World Trade Twin Towers. Gee, look how crowded in it is. Maybe this wasn't such a great idea after all.
Why not?
Where'll we land?
What about right on the shore?
What shore? There isn't any. Everything comes right down to the water. The buildings, everything.
Still, we have to find someplace to land, and quickly.
We sure can't land on any of those buildings.
What about one of the piers?
I guess so, but they're so small.
Oh, that's okay. I'll steer it in. You pick up here and just guide us in.
I'll cut back to fuel.
Great.
You know, if we miss this pier and hit the water, we could all drown.
We won't miss it. That's all there is to it.
Which way, Cynthia? Which way?
A little more left. That's it. Over to the right a little. Great. Uh-oh. We're coming in too fast. Pull back to the power. To the left. To the left. To the right. Slow down. Slow down. Oh, no, I think we're going to miss it. Cut the power. Cut the power.
Next time, landing at the seaport.
Whoa, dear. The story of Elizabeth Evelyn Wright. North Carolina, 1897.
Laura, Tien, where are you?
Over here. We got to help Miss Wright get the children out of here fast.
Where's little Ruthie? 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 Ruthie?
What are we going to do, Miss Wright? Does this mean we won't have any more school?
Only for a little while, Ruthie. The children of Jasper County need a schoolhouse. We're gonna build another one, or else my name isn't Elizabeth Evelyn Wright. I'll go from door to door and get people from all around here to help. If we can't get enough, I'll walk the roads from church to church. Nothing is gonna stop me. Sir, forgive me for disturbing you at this time, but I've been walking all morning and
Not at all. Why don't you join me in some dinner here?
Thank you. That's kind of you, but I've got to keep on. I need help to build a schoolhouse in Jasper County, and...
You need help? What kind of woman goes around asking for help? If that's true, why don't you get a man to do it for you? Get. I got work to do.
What are you doing this for? Why don't you stay home like other decent women? What kind of a woman are you?
You say you graduated from Tuskegee and you need some help with the children's school. I don't believe you, lady, but here's a penny anyway.
Mister, I mean what I say. If it takes a penny, thank you for that penny. But I'm gonna gather another one until we have enough pennies to build our schoolhouse.
We'll help you, Miss Wright.
Thank you, Tien.
What happened, Miss Wright?
I've been walking out in the sun too long. I must have fainted.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to get up and continue getting help to build a new schoolhouse.
Miss Wright, can you help us find our way home?
Come along, all of you. Together, we'll get you home safe and sound and get enough help to build a new schoolhouse. Who can add for me 14 plus 15? How about you, sir? You want to give it a try?
I don't know.
How about you, Mara? You want to try?
Sure. 14 plus 15 equals 29.
That's great. I wish I could do that.
How long is a mile?
Mile is 5,280 feet.
Smart kid.
How many months are in a year?
There are 12 months in a year.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
There's 26 letters in the alphabet.
And there are 4 quarts to a gallon.
Wallabies are small kangaroos found in Australia. Some wallabies are no larger than a rabbit.
I have a mind to find me some of those. Hey, lady, what are you, some kind of school teacher?
Well, yes, I'm a teacher.
Well, tell us who you are. Or where are you from? Come on.
Well...
Come on, Miss Wright.
Come on, tell him, Miss Wright.
My name is Elizabeth Evelyn Wright. I'm a school teacher from Jasper County. 5 days ago, I rescued my students from a burning schoolhouse. My materials, books, and school were all destroyed.
Is Miss Wright crying? Shh.
Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver asked me, Evelyn, what do you want to do when you leave Tuskegee? I want to teach, I said. Always remember,
a common thing done uncommonly well will command the attention of the world. Today, the children of Jasper County and I need your help to build a schoolhouse. A school that will help them build a better world. Help me, help them, and help the dreams of tomorrow come true.
I'll help. I'm gonna help too.
I'll help.
I'll help.
Sure, I'll help.
As a result of her hard work, Elizabeth Evelyn Wright's dream of a school did come true. Today, the Voorhees College in Denmark, South Carolina is a result of her long struggle.
Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today? Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today?
Howdy, my name is Joseph Ogleton. I'm 10 years old and I'm from Del Valley, Texas. I live with my parents and my 2 older brothers in a trailer in the country. One hobby I have is photography. I use a Polaroid camera which allows me to see my picture immediately. My favorite hobby is cooking. I love to make cookies, and I'm going to show you how to make some great tasting oatmeal cookies. First we mix our butter until it's soft. Then we add brown sugar to the butter. Now I take 1 egg, crack it in, and mix it. Add water, vanilla extract, and stir the mixture well. Now I mix the flour, salt, and baking soda in a separate bowl. I always use whole wheat flour because the vitamins and minerals have not been bleached out. When I've stirred these dry ingredients up, I mix them into the first bowl. Then add the oats, raisins, and walnuts. Lastly, I stir the mixture one last time, and then I take a little bite just to make sure it tastes right. The next thing I do is grease the cookie sheets and set the batter down to bake. I may get a bit messy, but I sure did come up with some interesting things. Now all I have to do is put the cookies in the oven and wait. Check them after 10 or 15 minutes, and when they turn slightly crispy, pull them out. Gee, this looks more like a pizza than a cookie. But it sure does smell good. Tastes good, too. My latest hobby is learning how to ride a unicycle, but I seem to end up more on the ground than I do on the unicycle. Oh well.
Real people, I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
Wylena, did you get all the dishes from the table, dear?
My first morning at Aunt Geneva's in Tennessee. My name is Eddie. How am I going to tell everybody about my new pet, Bo and Nigel?
Did you get enough breakfast, honey?
Enough. Why, I'm full up to here, thank you. And I've never had pork chops, fried chicken, ham, and eggs for breakfast.
Well, that's what you call a real Southern breakfast, honey.
Eddie, what's in the box? Oh, Aunt Geneva, I have something to tell you.
Yes, Eddie?
Well, I brought something with me.
Is it alive? I bet it's an animal. It's not a mouse, is it?
No, it's something that eats mice.
What is it?
It's a snake.
A snake? Let me see. Wow, a snake. It's big, too.
Well, you see, I just had to bring him along. My mother couldn't handle him, and I just got him the day before I left. Please, can I keep him here?
Well, that's better than a mouse. Eddie, since you're a guest of ours, I guess we'll have to keep him, too.
Thank you. You're not afraid of snakes?
Oh, no. I'm not afraid of snakes, but I think they should stay outdoors where they belong.
Is he gonna stay in that box all the time?
Well, no, he can't stay in the box. So, Walina, why don't you and Eddie run downstairs and try to find that old aquarium you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Might not have a top, but you can find a top for it.
Okay. Come on, Eddie. Come out and meet some of our cousins.
Walina.
What's happening? Everything but the right thing. I would like for you to meet our unshy cousin, Eddie. Eddie, this is Chanel and Yolanda. Come and have a seat.
Hey, Walina. Hey, is this a new cousin?
No, I'm your old cousin.
What's going on?
Eddie, this is Patricia, our Pat, and this is Carolyn, our KK.
Hey, I'm Janice, and this is Star.
Hello.
Hi. What, all girl cousins? Aren't there any boy cousins?
Sure. This is Dundee.
Hi, Dundee. Hello.
And this is Garland.
Hi, Garland.
Hey, Eddie, what is it like in New York?
I don't know. I don't live there.
He lives in New Jersey, so it's a different state.
Hey, Walina.
Look who's coming, some of my friends. Jeffrey, Laquita, Susan, and Sherry. We all go to school together.
That's right.
Eddie, why don't you go in and get Nigel?
Okay, good idea.
Who's Nigel? Nigel, who's that? Not even close. No. Just wait and see.
Hey, guys, come on.
Come on.
Nigel, let them see.
This is Nigel.
What a nice and friendly reptile you can be. Nigel, be alert. And convince our southern cousins they won't be hurt.
Jeffrey here has a pet, too. Show him, Jeffrey.
What is it?
A little white mouse. His name is Squeaky.
Hey there, Squeaky.
I'll let him take a little walk.
I don't think you better let Squeaky loose like that.
Why, you afraid of a little white mouse?
No, of course not.
Oh, Nigel might eat Squeaky?
No. Nigel won't bother Squeaky. Squeaky might bother Nigel.
That little mouse bother that big snake?
Yeah.
You're fooling.
No, it's possible.
Somebody, please take the top off.
Hey, everybody, look for Squeaky. He's missing.
Come on, I'll help you.
Squeaky, come out wherever you are.
What is it, See any sign of it?
Nah. See him?
Have you passed it yet?
No. Who left the top off? Nigel's okay.
Okay, he probably has eaten Squeaky. We cannot find him.
Look, if he ate Squeaky, there would be a big bulge in the middle of him.
I guess that's true.
And anyway, if Squeaky bit him while he was sleeping, he might have killed him. And besides, he's not hungry, and he only eats spotted mice.
Look, we found him!
Hooray! Squeaky's a tightrope walker!
Good thing he didn't get away!
He's gonna be in the pet show!
Why don't you let Nigel be in it?
As long as they don't meet.
Yes. Oh, that's something that needs to be taken care of right away. Sure. Would you take it down to the Xerox machine and run off about 8 copies for me? Yes, and address your envelope to Roger Young.
Yes, Mama G?
Excuse me a minute, please. Walina, would you try and find my briefcase for me, dear?
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Attention, Rachel Touchstone.
What does Annie Geneva work as?
Yes.
She's a supervisor for City Hall. Give this to her.
This is important.
I'll get your coat.
Uh-huh. I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you, Eddie.
You're welcome.
Eddie, are you enjoying your family?
Yeah. It's fun meeting all those cousins. You know, back in New Jersey, I only have one aunt and one cousin.
Well, here, you know, half of the town is related to you.
Mama G, the mayor's car's outside.
Oh, thank you, Walina. It's time for me to be rushing on, kids. Let's go.
You all be sweet.
Okay.
Where are we gonna eat? Oh, ask Walina. Anywhere on the block. It's all family. Bye. All right, whose house are we going to eat at tonight?
Mine.
I see that Gilly's house. No, I see that Pat's house.
Let's get you then.
Come on, Pat.
Eddie's adventure in Tennessee continues next time.
This is exciting. We've had a request. It says, show us how to make fried bread best. So come on and make preparations to feast on the bread of the Indian nations.
Okay, today we're going to make Indian fry bread. Now, Indian people make fry bread differently in different parts of the country. Even though I'm Sioux, I make fry bread my own special way.
I read about the Sioux in school. They live in the northwestern plains, right?
Right. And did you know that Sioux people were nomadic?
No, I don't know what it is. Well, a nomad is a person who travels from place to place.
Okay, let's take 4 cups of flour. Okay, now we're going to put in, for every cup of flour, we're going to put in a teaspoonful of baking powder. Now we're going to put a little salt, and I usually put little pinches. I'll put 4 little pinches. I don't like to use too much salt. The salt combines with the baking powder and makes it rise. Okay, now we're going to use water and mix it. I don't usually measure the water. I go by how the dough starts to form. Okay, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I want to push all this stuff out of the way because I'm going to start rolling it out.
While they're busy, I thought I'd say I learned a few things about bread today, like when the Mohawks speak in their tongue, they have 4 words for bread instead of 1. There's a word for all the breads you can make, a word for cornbread, and one for breads that they bake. Fry bread, of course, there's a word for that, too. That's 4 words if a Mohawk's talking to you.
Okay. If it's light, it will float right away.
Like
Yeah,
it just
it's
did.
ready.
Right.
Okay, you cut little slits in here so that it'll fry faster. Meanwhile, I'm going to come around here and start getting ready. Now, Greg, you hand me the pieces of fry bread.
I'll take it.
And Monica, you come around here now and hold that bowl so I can start putting the little pieces of fry bread in. This is the first tester, and it's almost ready.
It's hot.
I know it's hot.
What is the hole for?
So that it'll fry faster.
Oh, cool, it's puffing.
Excuse me again, but did you know Indians made bread from things that grow out of corn, wheat, sunflower, or beans? Are you paying attention? Do you know what that means? It's a real good case for using what's around, for making something special from what can be found.
This one is like a life preserver. 2 more pieces. 1, 2.
And if you have room for a third.
And I have room for a third. These are ready to go.
Why does it puff up like that?
Oh, because the heat from the oil combines with the baking powder and the salt and causes air to grow inside, and that's why it puffs up. Okay, these are ready to go. 1, 2, 3. Finale, end of fry bread now. Okay. Let's see. Nice and warm, chewy. Here's a piece for you.
Thank you.
Piece for you. Piece for you.
Thank you.
And a piece for me.
Mmm.
Like it, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's good. Good.
Great. I must say so myself.
Well, we cooked the food and it came out fine. You can try it yourself when you got the time. Because working in the kitchen is a lot of fun. And when you're finished, you can eat what you've done.
What would you do if you? How would you feel if you? What would you do and how would you feel? Oh,
Sophie, what you doing?
Waiting for my bike to get fixed.
How come you're not coming to play baseball anymore? What's the matter, you don't like it?
It's not that. I'm just tired of the boys giving me a hard time, telling me they don't want any girls on the team.
Well, don't let that bother you. They're just jealous because you can hit better than they can.
I know, Cal.
How would you feel if someone told you that you couldn't do something just because you're a girl?
I'd be mad. I'd also think it was kind of silly. Well, I'd just go find another friend. I'd feel that it wasn't fair, so I'd get some other girls that wanted to do the same thing and have a protest. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl as long as you can do it.
How would you feel?